So, you're probably wondering, what the heck? Thomas, that's Thomas right there. Say hello to everybody, Thomas.
Hello, everybody.
Okay. And I want to introduce you to Thomas's driveway. Is it?
You're a big fan of it, though. You like it.
We're in Santa Cruz, California. This is a great example of, tell me all about your driveway before I come. No big deal. The good news is we made it, right?
I mean, look, it's already, we should have made the video. Here, I'll zoom out a little bit. We should have made the video on the way up. Was it exciting? What was it like? The only thing you were worried about at first was the bottoming out down on the road, and you can see down there, there's a fresh scrape mark, and I'll point to it right there. That is mine. I'm going to claim that. There's a whole bunch of other ones that are older that are faded away. But explain how that went.
It caused a little nervousness, I think.
Yeah. Nerve-wracking.
And then when you got up to the top here, you thought, how the hell did I get into this mess?
Well, Thomas, to be fair to me, Thomas said, yeah, when you get up there, just like, veer to the right, and then, plenty of room, and then you can turn around and go down. And I being the stupid person that I am, I'm like, all right. It's also late in the day, and I have to drive far down this street. So then I got up here. I barely made it. The four-wheel drive barely spun this thing up here. It's gonna be lighter going down because the trees are off it. But there is no dead body in that box. Don't spread rumors like that. But then I got up here and I realized I'm running out of runway. You ever tried to land a plane and you're running out of runway?
No.
That's a stressful feeling. I've never done it, but I can imagine what that's like. Because I can't make the corner because it's too tight because this trailer's too long. But that's sort of incidental now. We're just gonna. It might be fun for you to video me on the way down, because that might be even more.
We'll be spending my time trying to give you.
That's true. Yeah, we'll need a separate camera person. Anyway, but the moral of the story here is, let me know about your driveway. But the most important thing about this story is the avocados here. And here we go. This is a beautiful, beautiful tree. I think this is the Pinkerton. That looks like a Pinkerton to me. Yeah, definitely Pinkerton. And then give us the tour of the property, Thomas.
Yeah.
And did I say we're in Santa Cruz? This is like God's country.
We go up this ramp.
Yep, the ramp. Luckily, I had the ramp. Look how beautiful this garden is. Like this gorgeous sweeping sloped lawns. It's like a giant ramp made just for me, because Thomas knew I was going to come someday, and I don't like steps. So he made it really nice and fluid here. So explain the configuration, Thomas.
Well, they're approximately 10 feet apart, center to center.
Right.
Because you said I could put them as close together as.
That's true.
And
I prefer this spacing, though. I mean, you can plant them in the same hole and let them merge together, and you get multiple trees. It looks like one tree, but this is better.
I figured they would like it better apart.
I think on a hot day, it's gonna be great to get your little beach towel, just lay in the shade, bring a cooler of what do you like to drink? Just
Probably
Jim Jones Kool-Aid, that's it?
Probably a beer.
Just, okay, well, beer, that's my style. I think a beer on a hot day up here would be good.
I may have one or two for you after we're done here.
Is that before or after I try to get the thing down the driveway?
I'll let you choose.
Is that a confidence builder beer? Oh yeah, I can do this. I can do anything now. I think I'll wait until after I get it done. So let's just do a garden tour. I mean, look at the view. Let's go higher up. Thomas is going to go. He's got his fig tree, and it looks like I'm going to lobby to eat that one fig. It looks like the only ripe one there. Oh.
Well, no, you have to fight my wife for that one.
Is that? She's been eyeing it. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to.
That's the first one off of this one.
She's going to cancel the check if I eat that fig. So if you stand up high enough, can you see the ocean? Is that Monterey that way? It's right on the other side of those hills.
Yeah, but this ridge blocks the ocean. If you go up the valley, it goes up higher. So some of the properties up at the higher end of the valley
get a view. And looks like they're heavily growing apples down here in the orchard down below your house here. What are those like?
apples, and then down there is vineyards. So
Okay.
what's happening is in the valley, either being converted to horse ranches
Okay.
or to vineyards.
Or-
And the traditionally was apples.
Or sometimes dope farms, right?
I don't know of any dope farms.
Well, they don't want you to know. That's why you don't know.
Yeah.
If you end up knowing, you know what happens to you. That's it. They make you disappear. So those are apples right over there. You can see the very tops of them right over there.
Down here.
There's little fruit stands along the way that are really cool. But yeah, it's a fantastic avocado growing area. Now, what's cool here for these trees in particular is that we don't have an ocean view, which the avocados are really going to appreciate, because having an ocean view means you're subject to the slamming action of the Pacific Northwest storms that come down here and wreak havoc on trees like this. They would rather be a little bit out of that onslaught of weather, and also the constant, wind that prevails on the shoreline. The avocados don't really like that either, so they're going to love it here. This is the Goldilocks zone here. All right, so enough about avocados. And there's the bacon right there. Lamb house. Look at these trees. They're so nice. They're a little bit upset because we drove them so far. It's really hot today. But look at this. There's a lamb. Look at that giant lamb. And then I don't think we have any fruit on the bacon. No, we don't. The other thing I'm going to tell Thomas to do before we plant them, we're going to tip the tops there. You cut off the top leader and it bushes out better. It doesn't just grow straight up. We're going to do that on all these trees. This one here, once I spray this thing down with a bunch of water, all those leaves are going to come right back. But anyway, let's keep going. Show off your garden, Thomas. Your garden curator, your tour guide.
Well, it's just.
Did you do all this? Was it like this when you bought it?
Oh no, this. There was. Well, right here was one of these Monterey pines, like that one there.
Big giant one, yeah.
There was 3 back there. There was one over here.
And you said there was one where that beautiful greenhouse is that you built over there, right?
Well, that greenhouse was actually in front of the house.
Oh, you moved
when
it.
We got here, and so we moved it back to that space, and then there were Monterey pines all across the front of the property. You could not see. You could not see a view out of here when we bought the house.
Beautiful, spacious property here. And then let's keep rolling here. So, who designed this? You have a designer design this, or did you do it?
Over 30 years, this is sort of what it evolved to.
It looks like it was professionally designed by somebody that was super enlightened like me.
Well,
This is something I would have designed. I designed a garden just like this. Like I connected a lower lawn to a top lawn with a big ramp of grass. And the kids, yours is a little too much side slope. But if it didn't have that side slope, you know what this would be perfect for?
well, a golf, chipping, and
That's true.
pitching.
But what
up there,
about
up there.
but what about trying to get from the high part to the low part? What would it be perfect for on a hot day? I'm gonna give you hints.
Slippery slides?
Yeah, that's the way I designed. I think these people had little kids, and I designed it as a slippery slide. Okay, and look at the beautiful pattern, the bark pattern on their gorgeous crepe myrtle tree. Does this tree bloom well here? Look at that beautiful bark. Look at that beautiful bark. Because they typically won't bloom that well on the coast. So that means you're getting critical heat here because you're far enough away from the ocean. So that's pretty cool. What else do you got here? You got some Lavaterra. So, Thomas, do you know where this tree's native to, this bush? This one? With these beautiful
I just know that it.
hibiscus-like flowers. You know that's native to? Guess. You give up?
South Africa?
No. Much closer.
Closer.
Yeah.
So closer would be maybe Mexico,
Closer. Getting warmer.
San Diego,
Closer. Getting warmer.
Santa Barbara.
Red hot. Where in Santa Barbara? Not in downtown Santa Barbara. Not even in the hills of Santa Barbara. But it's in Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara County.
I think it's Santa Barbara County. Yeah, it must be.
Well, I would say it'd probably be north of Santa Barbara.
Yeah, it's kind of west, but it might be a little north.
The,
You give up?
the islands?
There you go. That is native to the California Channel Islands right there. That's Lavaterra. It's a beautiful drought tolerant. That one actually doesn't look that great, but it looks good enough. You got your citrus going. Let's keep the party going. Come on, Tomas. I keep calling you Tomas. It's Thomas. All right, so then, oh, what's this? Oh, that's one of those snapdragon. Oh, look at that. That is really pretty. Is that responsible? Is your wife responsible for that?
She likes to take control of the deck area.
Okay, because there is a marked style difference there. And then look at the fun little party zone you got over here. What kind of wild parties do you have out here? You got kind of parties where lizards are climbing on the wall?
Gecko things. And...
This is gorgeous. This is colored concrete poured in place. This whole thing is solid. Sometimes it's hollow. So you did this the right way. This cost you a lot of money, and it's worth it. Oh my gosh, this is really nice. Look at the pizza oven. You hang out here all the time? I would. Are there beers in the fridge right now?
Not in that one.
Oh, well.
Not in the garage that there are beers.
Okay. I might have a beer when I'm done. Well, let's not forget anything. Here's a puking fish. The fish is puking donkey tails out. That's a sedum from Mexico, if you're wondering. That's a really fun. I've never seen a puking fish in a garden like that with any plant coming out of its mouth. Another beautiful donkey tails right there. It's a sedum.
That one's very happy there.
There's your mandevilla. You guys are living in paradise. Did you know that?
We sort of scratch ourselves and ask how we got so lucky.
Yeah, I would imagine. So where did all the concrete come from? You built the concrete walls. Did you rip out a patio?
No. Well,
Got up here somehow.
There was a patio here, but most of it
Aliens didn't put it here.
came from places where they were breaking stuff up, and I just
Oh, you really got it up that hill in your little car?
No,
What did you have?
in my pickup truck.
Oh, you got a pickup.
Yeah.
We
that's-
should have thrown the trees in your pickup. Here's your abutilon. That's from Chile, people. Beautiful plant. And your wisteria. Wisteria looks amazing in March.
No, it's very happy.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's pretty much the tour. We keep going.
Well, you
I think
you should go this
Oh,
way.
go this way. All right.
You
Yeah.
should go this way.
We should have done the tour after we finished because it's gonna be hard to start again. We got what? We got one more tree to get up there. It's gonna be a long day. We should have had the tour with the beer, the truck at the bottom, all of my anxieties alleviated. Who are these people? Do they have names? Is that Kermit? Which one's Kermit?
Yeah, it's just Mr. and Mrs. Frog.
Mr. and Mrs. Frog. Okay, there you go.
For some reason, frogs.
How often do you sit right there?
Well, we sit here when we have this
Sunset?
fountain going over here because
Oh, okay.
the birds come and perch in these trees here.
Oh, the fountain's under repair at the moment, or
Well,
relocation, or something.
It's just drying out so that the
Look at this.
scum and crap are.
How's that for some striking yellow color right there?
And these guys,
You eat them?
just beautiful blooms.
Do you eat the fruit? Is it edible?
It hasn't fruited.
Oh no! You got a dead one. Is he dead? He was on his back. Here.
The birds come and they knock them off.
Oh, I
But,
see.
you know,
I think he's okay.
yeah.
All right. You got your proteas here. Look at all the beautiful aloes. Look at that. I had no idea it was back here. Someone's playing baseball down there. Look at the glow on the agave in the afternoon light. Pretty. And we should get some beers and go hit some baseballs. That's a fun thing to do. It's one of my favorite things to do. You got your aeonium. Look at the light coming through the aeonium. It's called the headlamp, people. And here we have Sticks on Fire. That's what that one's called. And then a Daslurian from Mexico. You got all the cool plants. Beautiful open vista view here. Low ground cover for fire protection. As good as you could possibly have. It just keeps going. There's something going on with the gravel here. What's going on with the gravel?
Heat pump goes in here.
Oh, the heat pump.
Yes.
You're constantly doing projects up here, huh? Are you retired?
I am.
Okay. No one's going to guess the age of Thomas. He doesn't want to say because he doesn't want to blow it with all the young girls out there.
Yeah, well.
Should I tell him? Look at this
You
guy.
don't want to blow it with
Look
all...
how fit he is. Someday I'm going to be as thin as that. Not now. You don't have as many avocado trees as I have. I have more of an excuse to have a couple pounds on me. But
now I have some.
if you guessed 72 years old, which is what I guessed earlier, you would be absolutely wrong, and you'd be off by 10 years. He's actually 82, right? Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, well, here's kind of the end of the tour. Can we just kind of keep going back to the point of origin? Like everywhere you go. I like how people's side yards, they've got cool stuff. Here's the red form of Dipaldania. And then, of course, you've got your fan aloe because it looks like a fan. It's also called the duck's bill aloe because it looks like a duck's bill. I think I'm gonna let the people go back to do what they're doing before they watch my video. What do you think? Did we torture them enough?
I don't know. You're the master torturer.
Yeah.
I'm just along for the ride.
You just run for the ride.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it, people. We're gonna get these trees in. It's gonna be beautiful, and you just gonna have to imagine. Maybe when we're done, I'll do one more camera shot up there as the sun's setting on it, with the sweat beating off my head. So there we go. Funnest part about why do I do all my deliveries and installations? One, because it always goes right when I do it, and two, because I get to see all these cool gardens, and more importantly, I get to meet the cool people. Yeah. Thomas.
Yeah.
We broke our promise. What was our promise to the viewer?
Something about the sun shining on the trees, but I think the sun has gone down.
For the finish shots. Do you mind if I spend the night? We can do it in the morning?
If you want to.
I probably sleep in, you got a shed. Maybe in the greenhouse down. Just kidding, I'm not gonna spend the night. I'm not that weird. Maybe.
You're pretty weird.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you'll have to imagine the sun shining on the trees. The sun's gone. But there they are. That's where Thomas is going to lay down with his beers and his cooler. And I'm going to make you, if you don't have a boombox, I suggest buying a boombox. Putting it out there, playing a little Def Leppard, or anything really. And then look at that. Isn't that, you can't see because there's all this green backdrop. If the sun was on him, you'd really see it. But that's Thomas's Paradise. And there's an honorable mention here, you said? Thomas and
Suzanne.
And Suzanne. That's where Thomas and Suzanne are going to hang out and watch their avocados grow. And that's pretty much the end of the story. Any final words of wisdom? Tell them something profound. Give them some
If you're
advice.
interested in avocados and you don't mind a crazy man, call Gary. You'll have a tough time getting a hold of him because he's always someplace doing something. So
I'm doing here.
But you'll have to talk to Kyle, and Kyle will eventually maybe get you to Gary.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm out having fun with guys like you. That's why I don't answer the phone. If the phone is ringing, I'm not picking up. I'm hanging out with you right now. It's your time. You're in my time.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's how it is. All right. Well, thank you for the warm words there. So yeah, I'm definitely down to come up and bring avocados to your house. Even if you don't live in such a cool place like Thomas does in the Santa Cruz Mountains. Over and out.